What is up, Williams Baptist University? You're listening to the Williams Pulse podcast. My name is Nolan Williams. I'm a sophomore here at WBU, and I'm joined by staff member Bill Jeffrey.
Hey, before we get to this week's events, we have Gabby Dixon in the studio. So, Gabby, tell us your title here on campus.
I am the director of the Joy Ring Student Success Center and the freshman advisor. That means that I oversee the Student Success Center and the tutors that are in there, and that I help freshmen with their classes and any questions they may have throughout the first semester and the second semester.
Okay, when you say tutors, what do you mean by, how many are there?
We have 12 tutors this year.
Wow.
That's a ton of tutors.
It's a lot.
So, there's always at least one available, I guess.
Most of the time, yes, there's some.
But do they have to sign up ahead of time, or how does that work?
No, you can just walk in. We have a schedule posted, and the tutors will be in there. They'll wear lanyards so you can recognize who they are.
What if the tutor is a business major, but I'm a Christian ministries major?
Well, they can still help you with study skills, but we do have students who are specifically Christian ministries classes. So
you have the whole gamma of majors represented.
Yeah, we have people from basically every subject. So you can look at the schedule and see when those students will be in there and schedule a time with those based on classes too.
All right, and I'm sure you have this in your back pocket, but what's the average GPA of these tutors? Just kidding. Next question. What else does the Student Success Center offer?
We have 3 large tables, several seating areas, whiteboards.
You have to reserve any of that stuff?
No, it's available from 8 a.m. to midnight.
So you just come in there and have a group project or study with friends?
Yeah.
Until midnight, if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, what about coffee? Do y'all have coffee there?
We do. We have a Keurig that always is available to the students.
And is it free?
It is free.
Is tutoring free?
It is.
Is sitting around free?
Yeah, all free.
Okay.
What about the vending machines?
Those are not free.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess we had to draw the line somewhere.
You had to draw the line somewhere. What about hanging out with you, Gabby? You're a cool person to hang out with, and if I had problems, I would be more than happy to come talk to you and lay my burdens on you, and because you're an awesome listening ear. Is that free too?
Yeah, my door is open. As long as I'm in there, you're welcome to come by and talk to me about anything you may be struggling with, and I'll try and point you in the right direction.
So you're also the freshman advisor, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So if a student needs to change a class or anything like that, that's through you?
Yes, so they would go through me. We have passed the period where you can actually change classes out, but if someone needs to drop a class, they could come talk to me about that.
Okay.
Or if they need to change their major, we could talk about that.
Okay, gotcha.
How many students change their major?
A lot of students change their major. I've already had a lot of changes this week.
Yeah.
It was about this time last year that I swapped mine. So.
I've heard that 75% of students change their major at some point, which is crazy because the number one reason the student chooses a college is because of the majors. Isn't that insane?
That is pretty crazy.
And then we get here and we change it.
I changed my major.
Do you think that has to do with the relationships that we build and the people we meet?
I know for me, a lot of people have their career path picked out, and then they find a major to fit into it, and then they get on campus and they're like, oh, actually I can still do that career path, but with this major, and I really like it.
Yeah, or the connections they make, like you said, or they get into those first classes and they're like, yeah, I don't enjoy this, so yeah.
That's why I swapped from psych.
That's why I swapped from biology to psychology.
Hey, funny you say that. I talked to a girl last week whose parents are both therapists, and she was like, I'm going to break the family tradition. I'm going to be, going to the medical field. She's here as a biology major. She's like, but I really did like Dr. Provost, and her psychology class is pretty fun. I go, that's what happens.
Yep.
You just fall right back in line.
Yeah. Thank you, Gabby, for sharing with us all about the SSC. So if you haven't stopped by, make sure to go in there and see what they have to offer. Go into the news.
Let's go into the news.
Let's do it.
Tonight is First Fair. This year, it's happening in the Midkiff Meadow. There's going to be ice cream, snow cones, there's going to be a pizza truck.
Ooh.
I know. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to pay for yourself, though.
Oh, okay.
Fair warning. But it will be worth it. I think it's campfire pizza from Paragould. Ohana's going to be there. They have that traditional shaved ice for snow cones with the ice cream scoop at the bottom. That's a big deal. That's cool.
Will they have student discounts or anything?
We'll find out.
And what time does that start?
It's from 5 to 7, and there's also going to be music and giveaways, and it's just a really cool way to meet like a bunch of businesses and churches and different things, and there's a bunch of free stuff.
Gotcha.
So the price of pizza is worth everything that you're going to get for free.
Yeah. Tonight is also men's open dorm, so if you are a man, then have your room cleaned.
Always. Hey, Thursday, ladies, is women's open dorm, so have your rooms clean too.
Yep. It's a good rule of thumb, just to keep your room clean.
Keep your room clean. Yep. You will
College
not,
hack.
College hack. Keep your room clean. Tomorrow, we have 3 games.
Oh, wow.
We have women's soccer at 2 p.m., men's soccer at 4 p.m., women's volleyball at 6 p.m.
As opposed to men's volleyball.
At 8 p.m. Yeah, there's no men's volleyball at 8 p.m. Have you seen the Scott Sterling YouTube video where he plays volleyball?
Mm-mm.
And it's this fake video, but it looks real. He
No.
keeps getting hit in the face by the volleyball.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Dude, they're
You did
so
show me that
good.
one.
Yeah, I didn't know men's volleyball was a thing until I watched that, and turns out that was a fake video, but it's so funny. Nolan, tell us about the admissions news.
Awesome. So if you're a high school senior, first off, congratulations.
Congratulations.
You've made it this far. And we hope that you have an amazing year. So I know the college process can be extremely confusing. You know, how do you apply? What do you have to do to get accepted? How do scholarships work? When do I register for classes? Well, we want this process to be really easy. So here's 2 things that we recommend doing. So step 1 is apply today for admission. It's free, it's easy. It takes about 10 minutes long. I did it on my way back from a tour. If you haven't toured, come and tour. That's a fun time too.
Ooh, yes. Speaking of tours, step 2.
Join us for a fall preview day. So we have 2 dates for this fall, Friday, October 6th and Thursday, November 2nd. They're fun times. You get to hear from a student panel, get a tour of campus. We have a couple of giveaways and different things like that. If you go to williamsbu.edu/admissions, that link is in our show notes, then you can sign up today to join us for a preview day. So go reserve your spot today.
Well, that wraps up our news and admissions news. And Gabby, we told you that we only needed you for one thing, but we need you for something else, and it's called Rapid Fire.
Rapid fire.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Gabby, when you were in college, where was your favorite place to hang out on campus?
When I was in college, the Nicholas dorm was a women's dorm, and that is where I lived, and I hung out in the Nicholas lobby a lot.
That's a pretty cool lobby. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, they're all cool lobbies, right? Yeah. What is something true of WBU, but people don't believe it until they experience it?
WBU really is like a family atmosphere. You don't really understand that until you've spent some time on campus, but if you spend your time here and you really try to enjoy your time here, you will form relationships that are like family.
Hey, that's a great answer, Gabby. Nolan, what's something true of WBU, but people don't believe it until they experience it?
Honestly, I just have to echo that. And it's like to an extent that it's hard to explain. Like when I tell people I have a Bible study with my professor on campus, it's just, they're like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's probably like right after class in his office for like 5 minutes. No, like I have a Bible study with my professor in his house. We go over there and we have like hot cocoa, and it's like an actual family. Like they ask how our classes are doing. So it's nothing that I can even explain, but I just want to echo that.
This is the second time we've had Gabby on the show, and it's the second time she's hit a home run.
Absolutely.
Gabby's awesome. Again, if you have not met Gabby or been to the Student Success Center, now's the time to go.
Absolutely.
Anytime somebody says free coffee,
Yeah. What are you doing?
we're there.
Yeah.
Duh. Or if they say $2 coffee and it's Onyx coffee, guess
The
what?
Post.
We're at the Post. We're there, getting free refills.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. Okay. Anyways, enough about coffee.
This is the second week in a row that we haven't had college hacks or hot takes as well. So submit those.
We know you guys have been really busy doing orientation stuff, but it's time you get your priorities straight and go to williamsbu.edu/the Williams Pulse and submit college hacks and hot takes.
It's time.
It's time.
This has been
And will continue to be
the Williams Pulse.